Hey guys, you here. So today I'm going to be playing Sonya, going for the Warrior percent category in HotS. I've never actually tried this character in a speedrun before, so this should be interesting. I know she's competitive with Artanis, but I don't actually know which one's better. So that's purposely the or partially the purpose of this run is to figure out who's better. I've never actually watched any runs with Sonya. Um, I don't know which warrior is better. I've crafted theory crafted that Blaze is actually the best for running, just due to his really good AoE. But I don't have access to him currently, so I'm gonna have to wait on that. In the meantime, I'm gonna be trying out Sonya here, seeing what she can do. She definitely has some pretty big aspects that might help put her over Artanis, namely her W and E. Just having AoE is never bad in these sorts of runs. And also her E gives her some sustain, which is also not a bad thing. Her Q seems pretty lackluster. The Fury generation seems fine because it's like 1.5 Ws. But I don't foresee it being too helpful overall. Her angles seem weird as well because you have to very purposefully. It doesn't seem very easy to get a good angle for them, but maybe that's better with her level 4 talent. We'll have to see. This is already feeling not as good as Artanis, but it's also could just be because I am inexperienced with her and I don't really know what I'm doing. Yeah, we can just spam the heck out of this W. I think as long as we're auto-attacking, we can use it off cooldown, 100% of the time. So I think I want to use her spin here, actually, because it's a little bit longer range and I can damage all these guys. I don't really know. But we're losing... I don't know. I just don't see this being better than Artanis. Maybe I'll eat my words. Who knows? But yeah, this is not super impressive to me. Especially compared to someone like Phoenix, which was a really nice surprise. I should have released that a day or two ago, so hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, I guess we just go for the beacon. I'm at a bit of a loss. I should have gone for the beacon earlier. I'm missing things, but that should be fine. We shouldn't lose too much time on it. Yeah, looking at her talents, I think a seismic slam build is just best because you can just kind of spam the heck out of it, and it seems pretty good. Okay, so I think we're still gonna go for the mercs down here. I think that's basically always the. Oh, can I do this? Nope. I think that's always the plan for these sorts of runs. I've yet to find, other than a support category, I've yet to find any characters where you don't just want to be doing mercs basically all the time, especially during objectives here. Yeah, compared to someone like Artanis, he's very tanky because of his trait. I just don't know if she can compete. She definitely has more AoE than Artanis because his AoE is on a decently long cooldown, and you kind of have to sorry. You can't really spam it. You have to be very tactical with when you use it because otherwise you run out of mana, and you don't want to do that because you basically always want to have your W up. However, someone like this, it's cool that she can spam, but I just don't know if her AoE is worth the trade-off of single target damage that you lose from Artanis. Maybe I should be using her E more. It seems like her W is better on single targets, and you just kind of want to use her E and minion waves like this. But I don't even know if that's better. I think just setting up a good W, because you can auto-attack while using W, and you can't during her E. I'm not really sure. Hopefully we're able to get the core in this first push. It would be kind of sucky if we had to wait for a siege wave. I don't know if she can tank the core. I know Artanis can, but I'm not too certain. Yeah, I'll probably submit this run even if it isn't world record, just because I want to start submitting runs with a lot of other characters, not just necessarily the best runs, because that seems a little boring to me. I don't want to just be running one character. I really love HotS because you have the ability to run so many characters, even if they're not quite as viable. I think the pathing is what's really interesting to me. But yeah, I don't I don't know. We're not like as far behind as I thought, especially considering my poor timing for the objective. We're still gonna be like 50 seconds over probably, which isn't great. But we'll see. We have a lot of these minions, so hopefully they don't all die. I think we can tank the core as well if need be. Nah, maybe we won't be as bad off as I am. Okay, maybe I'm just being negative. I'll try not to be that way. Yeah, I actually really enjoy Sonya as a character. Not quite as much as Artanis, which, if you guys have noticed, Artanis is my most played hero out of anyone in normal HotS. What are we on to next, Shire? Okay. Artanis is my most played hero. I like Sonya because she is kind of spammy and she just feels very, like, brawly. Not like Dragon Ball. Like, just like, she very much feels like a brawler, and I enjoy that. However, I don't know if that really plays off well in a speedrun. But we'll have to see. So it looks like we're going to have about 4 minutes on this map, which isn't super great, but we'll see. She might actually be able to take the Bruiser camp down bot on this map. I don't know how much time we'd be losing for that, but that would be something that would be pretty interesting to test. I don't know if I'm going to test it in this run, but I'll definitely do that off camera. And if I ever do an additional Sonya run in the future, I'll be sure to mention that and see how it works. See, I wanted to try like a tank build, but it doesn't seem like it would really matter. Like taking Battle Rage as well as Warpaint, I just don't think it'll ever matter because generally you just want to have minions anyway, and I don't think she'll be able to out heal a tower or the core for like extended periods of time, and I don't know if her damage even warrants doing that. Like Illidan, it does because he deals a decent amount of damage and his evasion lasts like an obscene amount of time for those sorts of things. Same thing with Artanis' shield, but like she can't really dive forwards because like no one can, and I don't know if it would be effective against a tower. So again, that's something I guess we would have to try out in the future, but I really don't have any aspirations of that working. Yeah, I don't know. I decided to try Warhead Junction because I think that might actually be a little bit faster for tanks. I think the trade-off of the mercenaries is worth the prospect of having the nukes for the first two towers, or the first two like fort sets. I forgot to get that one. Again, not certain. I wonder if I could get close enough to deal damage to that. No, it doesn't look like it. Yeah, I'm not really sure what to say about this character. She seems okay, but not very promising. I definitely think that Blaze will be better than her, but I might end up eating my words on that one as well. Okay, so I'm actually just going to go ahead and start on the siege marks here. I don't really care about those towers since the mercs will be pushing on this map. This is one where you don't necessarily have to get both towers. It's better to, but definitely not needed if it all would be wasting time, which it definitely would be here. So maybe I actually do want to be tanked so I can do these mercenaries faster and safer. But I don't know. I hope you guys enjoy this sort of blind playthrough, me figuring things out. I know it's not quite as professional as something where I definitely do know what I'm doing, like Zul'jin or Phoenix, I guess in this case. Even though I feel like I have a pretty good grasp on how he should run, just not the best grasp on how to execute that correctly. So I hope you guys enjoy. If not, just sound off. I'll see what I can do. Because I do want to be trying new characters, but if you guys don't really care to see it, then I don't want to be releasing content you guys don't care about. So we'll see about that. But in the meantime, we'll keep doing this Sonya speedrun, figure this out. We're not terribly off track. I think we will be a little bit slow on this one, but that's okay. We still might have like second or third. I don't actually remember any of the other times for this category, unfortunately. So I'm going to go do the other siege camp now that I've healed up a bit. That was all a ruse. That whole push was just a ruse for me to heal. Oh, sorry about that. Oh god, I thought we were at level 4. That would have been a problem. Okay. So we actually deal decent damage now with that other talent. Our W does a lot of damage, especially the amped up one. I think it's more important for wave clear, but it doesn't hurt against these guys. The healing seems pretty mediocre as well. Like, I don't know, how much is he dealing? He's dealing like almost 100 per hit, and this heals 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, just over 100. So I don't know if the healing is actually that significant early on against those guys. I guess it's really good against minions. Like big minion waves like this, I'm healing a lot more than 80 or 18. But then again, these guys don't deal near as much damage as siege mercs do, so it's all a trade-off, isn't it? Yeah, I really, really want to run Blaze because I've long theorized that he is actually the fastest, and I might be incorrect on that because Artanis is pretty much a powerhouse as far as pushing goes for tanks, especially this sort of like nuke push that is really prevalent in speedrunning. Oh, we do not want to die. I probably wouldn't restart since this time is already pretty mediocre, but I still don't want to die. Definitely doesn't feel good, and I don't like it for obvious reasons. Yeah, I really am excited to try Blaze because he seems like he would just be like a very natural speedrun character, what with his natural healing. He's pretty bulky. I don't know if his trait works on minions. I actually need to test that, but his trait seems like it would be good if it works on minions, and his W and Q, I think it's his W and Q, are both just like phenomenal for that sort of thing. For clearing minion waves, so I think he could be, at the very least, I think he'll be an interesting tank. I'm sorry that this entire series is just me talking about other tanks that I would rather be running, but I still wanted to try this out. Yeah, so we are actually significantly behind on this time. I'm dead. That's really bad. This is an embarrassment to my clan. God. That's okay. That seems like okay. Not really, though. This seems more important. Oh, no, that would be much better. Okay, so we're actually going to have a pretty awful time here. I'll probably end up uploading this. I think it's a nice little joke. Haha, right? This is a funny joke, right? I'm not taking this seriously. Yeah, so that's okay. I definitely don't think Sonya is this bad. I think this is mostly just due to inexperience and mostly just inexperience, but we'll see. So I think I can just tank these hits. Yeah, so I do actually tank a significant amount. I'm wondering if a different build would be better. I would clear the siege minions pretty fast, and that's like never bad. I don't know when I can start greeting for this character. I think I'm going to greet now. Our W seems phenomenal for this sort of thing. I just don't know if the rest of our kit really fits. So yeah, that's a 630 Dragonshire. I think my support run is better than that. Probably not. It's probably close. Speaking of which, I do want to do another Alexstrasza run with commentary this time. I've theory crafted a bit more, and I think I can cut some time off. Where am I going? Warhead Junction. Where is that? Where's Warhead Junction? Okay. Good menuing. Nah, I think I can improve some time with my Alexstrasza run as well. I know that my time was, I cut a lot off of what other people had done, but I'm still not very happy with that. I think I could improve a lot. Because a lot of what makes me like this game is the self-improvement aspect of it. Cutting down my own times, trying different things, different maps. Okay, so Warhead is weird because you don't get the siege minions that you do on other maps. I don't even know where they... I think they're bot. I think they push down, yeah. You don't get the siege minions like you do in other maps that can outrange towers, so they're not as good. I'm actually going to try a different build since we're already like far behind any sort of reasonable time. I'm going to do this sort of mark-killing right-click tank build because that might actually be pretty good for a map where we don't have siege minions constantly. And then like something like that, just be a bulky girl. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, if you guys have any ideas for strats that could work differently with Sonya, please go ahead and tell me because I'm really at a loss what to do with this character. I know she's still better than a lot of other tanks because unfortunately tanks just have pretty abysmal pushing generally. Even tanks that seem like they would be kind of good, like Zarya or D.Va, just aren't. Artanis is really more of an assassin than a proper warrior, so I think that's why he does so well. Sonya is similar, but I don't know if she's quite the same. But yeah, if you guys also, like, if you guys have ideas for characters you'd like me to run, even if they're very, like, obviously bad, I would very much be down to take suggestions. These runs are pretty easy to record. They're pretty easy to do. It just comes down to pathing, which makes it a bit more interesting. Yeah, this tank build actually might be better, so I might try redoing this at some point in the future and do a tankier lifesteal build. So I'm actually going to do that and then run. And go do Siege Mercs. So I think this is a bad spawn. I think you can get like 2 down here and 2 up here. I might be incorrect. I haven't done Warhead in a while. But either way, I don't think it will matter too much. These guys might be too damagey for... Actually, no, I have the tank build. We're fine. Maybe I should have waited till 4. I'm not sure. Please forgive me, guys. I am trying to learn as we go along. So if I'm doing things that are very obviously unoptimal, please forgive me. I'm going to try to figure this out a bit for the future. I think one thing that we can say for certain, though, is that Artanis is easier than Sylvanas to get a good time with. He's a lot more obvious. Like, this character could be better, but Artanis is definitely more obviously better, which doesn't really matter, but Artanis might be a better character for a new perspective runner to get into rather than Sonya. Although, who knows? Maybe they're just like a godly Sonya and they can show me what's up. I'm actually like really trying to get other people into running this game since it's something that I've enjoyed so much and the HotS community seems pretty chill and open to that sort of thing. Because really, like, this game has one of the most fun speedruns that I've done. I've done several at this point. I have several in the works and that I am currently working on. And this is like still probably my favorite game to run, even though it isn't super conventional. Yeah, so I think I'm getting the hang of this character a bit more. I think I just want to be focusing on the minions a bit more, much like Phoenix. Okay. So, yeah, I don't know how good Siege Mercs are. I think maybe once I hit 4, I can do them well. I should have gotten this one. Oh well. So I'm actually going to go behind, I believe, and nuke this next one. Because these guys should be able to take care of this fort. Yeah. So now we just focus, I think, 2 nukes for this set of buildings, and then save 1 for the core itself. So I'll actually hit these guys a couple times so my minion wave can get them. And we have a pretty good wave coming, and another one coming down the lane. So, oh god. Yeah, I really like Warhead. I don't know if it's better than a lot of other maps, but it's really fun. One of my favorite reasons to play support percent above other things is that you don't care about mercs really, so you have a lot more maps that you can play around with, like this, for example. And I don't actually know if this is optimal for a tank percent run, or warrior percent rather, sorry. But it's interesting to me, so I like it. I like things that are interesting to me. I am a human being. Okay. I think we just have to whack these things once. Yeah. And then go up here. I'll probably grab these siege minions to push in. And then get the nuke. Yeah, so I can just heal a lot, which is pretty cool. I might actually be able to tank the core with that. Is there any way to... No. Might be able to tank the core with that. We'll see. Either way, I'm doing a decent amount more damage to these guys just because of levels, and the talent gives me a bit more damage. Oh, sorry, I think I just want to use this off cooldown. I don't know if there's any real reason to save it. I guess, like, health regen. I don't really know. I'm gonna actually grab these as well. I think it would be really cool to try to do some sort of boss strat with someone. I don't know like which characters are good at doing bosses and if that would ever like be viable. I sincerely doubt it, but I think it could be pretty interesting. No, I'm gonna get these guys. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what I want to be doing as I'm doing it, and it's not working out too well. That's okay. So yeah, we're already way over time. That's okay. Oh, I'm completely fine not getting the record with every character. That seems a little ridiculous. But hopefully you guys aren't too disappointed. But yeah, this has been interesting at the very least. I don't know. I definitely could have done a lot of things better, to be completely fair. However, I'm not too worried. I wonder how much... I'm just going to test. I don't know how much damage she does to this thing. I wonder if this could ever be viable. I doubt it. Maybe with like specific assassins. I did my first run that I tried to do. I never ended up actually doing it. Just the one I worked for a while at was a Kerrigan run. I know she's really good against those bosses, but just because she can kill the little things to heal real quickly. So that would be interesting for me to see. Also, she's good on like maps like Infernal Shrines. She's really good on. Oh. So I think I want to get this one. Yeah, so I have a pretty solid amount of healing. Not a ton for my auto attacks, but still some good at healing overall. And we want to save the nuke for the core, because, or the Nexus, whatever it's called, because these guys don't actually debuff it, so it's like that's another reason that it's significantly stronger than the fort. Like these guys can debuff the fort, but as far as I'm aware, they cannot debuff the Nexus itself. I hope these guys don't go over there. Please, just okay. Yeah, so we're just gonna drop this baby on here. I actually probably should have waited till minion spawned. That would have been more optimal. Oops, sorry about that. Don't think it'll matter. They're pretty significantly over. I know Sonya is better than this just based on other people's runs, but oh well. We're doing our best. That's all that matters. Okay. Yeah, so I can tank this for a while, which is one thing that's kind of cool. It's one thing that I really like about. But can I just like permanently tank this? No. But I can't tank it for a long while. I actually probably might be able to if I healed off minions correctly. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Well, this is 2 deaths. I'm a bit greedy. Yeah. Thank God. Okay. 23-22. Not an awful time. Yeah, actually, can I... Here, wait, I gotta show this. Can I bring this up? No. Yeah, either way, this is the score screen. You can see over here I got 23-22. So that's the run. I'll definitely try Sonya out more because I don't think this was a fair run for her. But that's my first run with her. We'll see if I can improve. Maybe that'll be a cool video. Maybe I can show what I changed and what I improved. Who knows? But this is what I got for now, guys. I'll see you in the next one.